So, welcome to episode 4 of Duck-Sized Horses. You join us here live at the B&NES Open. We've come out on location to record episode 4. We'll shortly be talking through the question for episode 4, but before then, watch this drive.
Nailed it!
Actually, that went quite well.
Pretty good.
I'm quite happy with that.
That's
Perfect.
pretty good. Here we go then. So, episode 4.
Yeah, coming to you live as well.
Live,
On location.
out and about. We're getting some fresh air.
We are.
We're shoehorning 2 activities together.
We are. We're just crowbarring both things in.
I think at this point, I'd really like to thank everyone that sent us in some questions.
Yeah, thanks for your questions.
We put out a request for some sporty ones.
We did.
Because obviously we're playing golf and we're being athletic today.
We are being very athletic, and we were inundated, weren't we, Higgins?
Inundated with
questions. Some questionable questions.
Some questionable questions. Some
that we ignored for reasons that we can't go into.
But also some really great ones. So we're going to pop on to that in a little moment.
In a minute. Shall we introduce who we are?
Yes. Who are you?
Okay, so I'm Nathan Herat, stand-up comedian and general misery guts, I suppose. Who are you, sir?
I am Jack Higgins, equally miserable, but I'm outside, so
Loving life.
The misery is waning.
I'm panting already. That doesn't bode well. We're not at the peak of fitness, are we?
No, we've gone wireless for this episode.
We have.
As well, which seems very bizarre.
It does. I'm not used to not holding a mic. It feels a bit uncomfortable.
It seems like we're having a very weird conversation out in a field, which we'd be doing anyway.
Well, yeah, we're not in a field.
Yeah, well,
I tell you, my house is better than that, mate.
It is. But yeah, we've gone wireless, so I'm going to walk over this way and find my ball. And
I found my ball, so I think you're next, though, with your shot.
Am I?
Is it furthest away goes?
Yes, it is, yeah.
I think you're up. Here's Higgins' second shot, everyone.
This is going to be quite a strange listen. It's going to be quite cut together as well. We're going to cut out all the puffing and panting, I think was agreed.
I think so, yeah. I think that's good.
Because as picturesque as this place is, that wasn't too bad. That's a nice little dink. As picturesque as this place is, it's quite a sizable hill.
It is quite steep, yeah.
Here's Nathan with a 9-iron.
I have literally no idea what that means, but here we go.
Oh,
that's not gone well. No, that's not gone well at all.
Well, it's nearly back of the tee.
That's not ideal. Go on then, Higgins.
Also, I think it's fair to say we're hoping, by doing this exercise, to bring some of the excitement
absolutely
of live golf.
Live golf needs to
ears.
be exciting. There is a sellout crowd of one man emptying a bin watching this. So
he's having a good time banging that bin against the concrete.
He is. It's a well-attended event as always. That's a good shot from Jack.
Nicely on the green. We're still on hole 1 at the moment.
We are still on hole 1.
Should we do the question?
12 is the question.
So welcome to episode, and forgive me for this pun.
Here we go.
I'm going to put my tee in.
Is it going to be a golf pun?
It's going to be great.
Golf pun.
I think you know what's coming.
I can see where this is going.
Welcome to episode 4.
Oh, seamless.
And did a pretty good little whack there.
That was a nice shot.
So the question this month,
yes,
as we said, is sports related.
It's
semi-sports related. But it is, would you rather be a professional sportsman?
Yeah.
Or a professional chef?
It's a great question.
Nathan Herat, you are on the tee.
I am on the tee.
You have the floor.
I do. The tee is a lot trickier than I want it to be. Right, so I chose professional sportsman.
Ooh, very nice.
And I think we should wait until I've taken my shot to see whether this was the right decision. No, is the answer. Yeah, no, I picked professional sportsman.
That's a pretty good shout. I've picked exactly the same.
Have you?
I'm sure we would have come up with similar reasons as well, but
yeah.
Let's hear yours first. Why do you want to be a sportsman?
Well, because I feel it's going to sound really gushy now, but it's always been a dream of mine to be a sportsman.
Yeah.
Not a golf player, let's be honest.
No.
But
what would you're quite keen into sport anyway.
I am quite a sport fan. Yeah.
You've had some good sports news this morning. You've been regaling me with.
I have signed on again at Bristol Rovers Disability FC, so I'm looking forward to that. Another good season there.
For another year. Contract's been renewed.
It has. So I picked sportsman really just because, as I say, it's a dream, but also, and maybe slightly tragically, I used to play invisible football at school.
Invisible
football. So I had a full-on team. I made a full-on team.
Yeah.
Guess what they were called?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a.
It's not a football-based pun or anything. It was quite sort of black and white.
Okay.
Herat City.
See
what I did there? Yeah. So I was captain, obviously.
It is a city, right? Herat.
Yeah, but it's in Afghanistan, and I'm not entirely sure that's the best footballing location.
No.
But still, yeah. So I used to play a lot of invisible football with my friend David Johnson, who I've now metaphorically thrown under the bus.
Yeah.
Highlighting that he used to play it too at school. Separate teams. He had his own team. And yeah, we just used to take it probably too seriously. So we did proper 46 games every year in the playground and playing as striker. And we used to do press conferences at lunch in the dinner hall.
Oh wow!
Little
like a full-on
we took it
FIFA season mode.
Proper, if it was wet play and we didn't get to go out and play the game, we used to draw a picture of it. Little line from the ball into the back of the net to show the route. So I kind of feel like that has set me up for the world of sport, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I mean, now I'm going to be honest, and I don't mean to be rude.
I didn't have many friends, yes.
No. I mean,
and if I did, they were playing invisible football.
I can't see invisible football.
You can't see it taking off.
Okay, well, first of all, I can't see it.
Well, neither could I, but that was partly the draw of it. I think it was because you could be as good as you wanted to be, if you know what I mean. Because actual football, as I've learned, takes skill and practice.
Yeah, there's a fair bit of that around.
Exactly, and invisible football, literally, anyone can kick air and decipher where it's going to end up.
Very true.
As a result of that kick. School was a lonely time.
Yeah.
Playing invisible football. But I still maintain, and this is a sort of a quarrel, not a quarrel exactly, but a discussion that me and David have had recently, is that me and David used to play invisible football, which, yes, is slightly tragic, but to some extent makes sense because you can never be playing football at Wembley as an average Joe. Our friend Jack used to do invisible marathons.
Wow.
Now, tragic as that is in itself, I sort of raised to you that marathons are possible to be done anyway. Like, you don't need an invisible marathon, if you know what I mean. Like, the concept of a marathon is just running. You can take a marathon anywhere, can't you? It's just 26 mile distance.
I don't know how you do it invisible as well.
Well, I think the invisible was the other competitors.
Right, I see.
Were invisible. He wasn't invisible. But yeah,
I was going to say, if you didn't want to be seen doing the marathon, you could just not do it.
Exactly. No, he would partake in a full-blown marathon, but it would be an invisible one. So he would have other competitors that weren't there running around, which was great for him. But as I say, I think a marathon could be done anywhere.
It's very good. Should we do our second shot?
We should go for our second shot.
Second shot of the second hole. Who's first? I think you're slightly just behind. It's providing a nice soundtrack, that background music.
It is lovely. It is lovely. Go on then, sir. Your second shot.
Oh,
nice.
It's just on the fringe of the green.
Nice.
Look at this. He's making a comeback.
You've heard my reasons, sir, for picking sportsman.
You've always wanted to be one.
I've wanted to be one. Preferably a real one, not invisible. But what were your reasons behind?
I just think I'd quite like the glitz and glamour.
The glitz and the glamour, the lifestyle.
I mean, you've both gone for football, really.
Yeah.
In a sense.
That was going to be my next question. What sport would you go football?
Okay, right. So. Yeah, I'd like the glitz and glamour. I think I'd be a footballer.
Yeah.
You'd have everything then.
You would,
and I mean, not to poo-poo on the other option, but if you wanted the services of a professional chef, you could hire one.
True. That's a very good point.
You get to hang out with them as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Make friends with Gordon Ramsay and Tom Kerridge. And
yeah. All the other chefs.
Yeah.
That's very true.
I'm jealous. She loves a party.
Couldn't possibly comment on that, sir.
But no, I reckon.
Would you want the wage structure that comes with that? So like a Neymar, I can't remember exact figure. I'm sure someone will get in touch. But he's on an obscene amount of money for what he does.
Since this podcast has started and since we've started playing this game of golf, I think he's earned double what I would have earned in a year.
Exactly. Would you want that? Because I personally, controversially, I would have my wages capped, to be honest, because I wouldn't want that amount of money.
You'd have a maximum wage.
I'd have a maximum wage, and then once I hit that, I'd stop. Yeah. Not stop playing, but I wouldn't earn...
Do it for the love.
Yeah, do it for the love of the game. Didn't need money when I was playing invisible football, Jack. Or friends, for that matter. Shall I take my third shot?
Yeah, do it.
Here we go, third shot.
Oh.
Not bad.
Oh, that was silky smooth.
That was silky.
I reckon that if I was on that sort of money, I'd do the same as you.
Yeah.
And I would maybe work for a month. I mean, you'd get a lot of money in a month.
You would, yeah. You'd absolutely.
And I'd sort myself out.
Yeah.
Maybe not go too extravagant. Maybe just a little 2-bed semi.
Nice.
But sort like everybody else out I could.
Yeah, I do the same. I think I'd sort my family out first, really, and then if there's anything left, I'm not really materialistic, to be honest.
I mean, I've got quite high aspirations there. I'm going to earn loads and loads of money, possibly more money than any other person in the history of the world has earned, and I'm going to buy a 2-bed semi.
Look at you.
In Wick.
Hey, Wick's a very up-and-coming place to live, if I knew where it was.
I don't think anybody knows where it is.
I'm sure I've got a friend who lives in Wick.
Someone told me once, nobody actually lives in Wick, you just drive through it.
It's a drive-through place, isn't it, really?
Wick, for people listening, is part of the suburbs of Bristol.
It is. It's not got anything to do with Wick's, the shop. They're separate. They're separate. I generally used to think they weren't.
I go to Wick's to sort out my 2-bed house.
Exactly. Wick's is the place. I think this is my 4th shot, sir. What a waste. What a waste.
You've hit that less than your entire length of your body.
Go on then, mate.
He's going to try do a one-hander whilst he's holding on to his other club.
He's gone one-handed.
Oh!
That wasn't too bad. So which club then, football club I'm referring to, would you be like a one-man club, or would you try and move around each transfer window and...
I don't know. I think I'd like to play for one of the big teams.
Yeah.
Win some trophies. I mean, like you said, it's been a bit of a dream of yours to be a sportsman at the start.
It has, yeah.
I imagine some of that is like every person's dream to like lift up the FA Cup or lift up the World Cup and
true.
captain their team.
That would be good.
That'd be amazing. So I think I'd play for Real, or
nice.
Man United. Or maybe move around a little bit. I'd like to stay loyal though, for the fans.
Yeah.
For the fans. What about yourself?
I would start playing for Longwell Green FC, purely because my house pretty much backs onto their pitch. But I like the old sort of, not from rags to riches, but the kind of lower league to a league club. So I'd start at Longwell Green.
You're going to get scouted.
Get scouted by I don't know, Bristol City or something. Or Bristol Rovers, I feel I should probably say that too.
You do play for them.
I do. Oh, that went well.
Despite
despite not necessarily. Yeah, I do not necessarily support Bristol Rovers. I support Bristol City, which has made me so popular, Jack. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah, I go for the sort of rags to riches. Oh, he's in!
He's in! He's got it in. So I took a sneaky one whilst we were chatting.
Sneaky? How many was that in?
That was 5. Again. So it's 1 hole apiece.
It is, yeah.
With 10 more to play on the Victoria Park Royal Victoria Park Approach Golf Course.
Or Bath Pitch and Putt to people that don't want to ponce about with a posh name.
Yeah, so probably a good point to mention as well.
Yeah, go on, mate.
A nice little shout out to the Football Foundry podcast.
Nice, yeah.
Who have picked as their team for the season.
Yeah.
Forest Green Rovers. So
good pick.
Fairly local to us.
Yeah, that's a great pick.
Welcome to the Football League, chaps.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. Well, I say back. Welcome to the Football League.
Welcome to FIFA.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to them on FIFA.
That's pretty good. Nice little team. Weird little stadium right out in the sticks. Have you ever been to it?
No, I've never been to Forest Green.
It's very strange. It's like loads and loads of houses.
Yeah.
Like all the way sort of on the approach to it, and then it's like you're driving through an estate and then bang, stadium.
Nice.
But just at the top of a hill in Nailsworth, just outside of Stroud.
There's a woman walking a dog here. That's added a bit of excitement.
Dog on the golf course.
Dogs on the golf course.
Right. I'm gonna try.
Go quick, man.
Try my best.
Try not to hit a dog. Try not to hit a dog.
And here he goes.
Oh, I say!
I have overdone that.
What a shot!
Oh, maybe not.
That was amazing.
I have, however, lost my tee.
One slight problem. I have done the same. I've lost my tee as well.
Well, it looks like we're going to go tee hunting.
We're going to have to go tee hunting in a bit.
So we're not going back to the shop and paying another 10p for a tee. Not in this economy.
No. Oh well, I'll just go off the board.
Plus, we're a good 50 metres from the shop now. That's way too far.
It's quite a trek. While I take my shot, do you want to look at the Twitter poll for how you people out there voted?
Yes.
Whilst I take my first shot.
It's lining it up, and I can tell you right now.
I'm a bit nervous about hitting a dog, so I'll try not to.
Dog pools.
Here we go.
Hello, matey.
Oh, hello. I very, very nearly did hit a dog then. Hello. This is helpful. Right, here we go. Oh, well, that went wonderfully well. Well, if he could carry it onto the green, that would have been wonderful.
Hello.
Hello. Aren't you lovely?
Oh, you're lovely.
Hello. No.
Oh, bless.
That's all right, no worries.
Quite all right. Have a good
to
afternoon. Oh,
Right.
What lovely dogs.
They were some lovely dogs. Lovely dogs. Our podcast briefly became crafts there for a moment while we dealt with that. Yeah, but how did the Twitter poll vote then, sir?
I got too distracted.
You got distracted by those dogs?
Oh. Those dogs are great.
They were lovely. Which one would you have had? Out of the separate question.
Separate question. Which dog would I have rather had? The Labrador?
Labrador or the Spaniel, I think.
I'm going to go for the Spaniel.
I'm going Labrador.
Yeah?
He was very, very smooth.
He was very, very soft.
Very lovely.
I mean, look how much fun that Spaniel's
having a whale of a time.
He's going for it.
He is absolutely
he has seen a bird or something. He's
He's off. He is off.
Oh.
Right, anyway, back to the... Sorry, we got distracted looking at dogs. This is... it's not ideal, is it?
Right, so you're on your second shot here on hole number 3.
I'll take my second shot whilst you...
And I can tell you, just before you do, that professional sports...
Yes.
One we've both picked.
Yes.
63% of the vote to 37 against professional chef.
Oh, wow. I guess everyone is thinking the same as us, maybe, the money.
Yeah. Right, well...
Oh, that didn't go well.
It went okay. Give it a go.
I had a go.
All right then. Well, you've said we've both sort of sided with football. I think the trophies and the...
Yeah. Oh, just a final point, sorry to interrupt, mate.
Oh, yeah.
I quite like having my initials on things and my name on the back of shirts.
Aha.
And so, Sportsman is perfect for that.
Very good.
I like that. The shirt I'm wearing today doesn't have my name on the back or my initials.
Unless you're called John Cena.
Unless I'm John Cena, but still, which I'm not. Look at my physique. But yeah, that was another reason. I always like I remember at school, back at Hannam High when we got our... Did you do PE GCSE?
I did.
Did you get your initials engraved on the
No.
shirt? You didn't?
No, I did not.
Higgins?
No,
That was the highlight of that subject for me, really.
See, like, I would have done that had I not been what the other kiddies termed me in school, which was a massive emo, and sports clothes went out the window in year 9.
I loved the little etching. I've still got it.
Yeah?
Still got that shirt.
Very nice.
It's a pyjama top now. Or is it? That's a little reference to my my stand-up there.
Nathan's stand-up is available on YouTube.
It actually is, yeah.
He's performing in Burton at the end of next month.
I am. Looking forward to that.
Tickets
not available yet.
Not available yet, but I'm sure if you follow us on Twitter, then you'll be able to hear all about it.
Yes.
And see Nathan's last stint
in Bath.
At Bath, in the city we're in.
Thank you very much to the people of Bath for being so welcoming.
What a lovely little plug.
Yes, right, here we go. Shot number 3. Well,
I think you meant to aim for the flag, not the tree.
I know. I went for the tree. I've never liked trees.
All right, then. So yeah, names on things.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get a like a little
Like chef's weights.
Yeah.
Embroidered or something, but...
I know some chefs with their names on their things, but...
Right, so we've talked a lot about our sports and our sportsmanship desires, if you like.
We have.
So I guess we need to flip the coin.
Bit of a coin. What?
And talk.
Imagine if we had to become chefs.
Imagine if we were chefs.
You are
Yes.
quite a good cook, and I have to say that
I'm all right.
every time I've popped round to record a podcast so far, and when I've just popped round to
Recreationally.
have a game of FIFA and just pop round to say hello,
Because we are friends away from this, aren't we?
we are, for my sins.
Rude. Rude.
Or more for yours, probably. Yeah, so every time I've popped round before, you've always done a stand-up meal for me, and I feel very, my tummy feels very happy that that's a thing.
Oh, good. That's what I aim to do.
So, yeah.
This has not gone well.
So what shot are you on now?
I'm on my 11th now.
Right.
Shall I take my 11th?
You can take your 11th.
Have you finished?
Yeah, I'm on. I did mine in 4,
Yeah, all right.
I think.
Thanks. I might be able to do mine in a multiple of 4. Nice.
Maybe.
Maybe
This is shot
this is
12.
the 12. And 12 is a multiple of 4. See, we're learning as well as having fun.
Every day's a school day.
Nope. 13.
The next multiple of 4 is 16.
And we may well get there.
Oh,
13.
Lucky
13.
13.
Lovely. So, as a chef, sir, would you be a television chef? Or would you have your own sort of chain of restaurants and just get your fame through that?
So would I be like a...
So would you be like, to use This Morning again as a reference, would you be one of the chefs that they use just to cook a dish
Okay,
that
yeah.
comes on telly, once a
See,
week
those,
or whatever?
those do look really, really nice.
Would it be like a cooking hour with Jack on
Like-
This Morning, or would you have your own branch of Higgins restaurants?
Like
don't have to use
like,
Higgins
like,
restaurant, obviously.
like Harry Ramsden.
Yes, whoever they are. I'm not familiar with their work.
You've never heard of Harry Ramsden?
I've not, no. I've lived a very sheltered... I was too busy playing invisible football to look up
right,
Harry.
okay. He is a fish and chip.
I see.
He started a few restaurants, opened a couple up.
Has he become like a tycoon?
Yeah, and they're not very good fish and chips.
They're not.
No, not very good.
Well, this is uncomfortable now that we've referenced them.
I'd go for a TV chef.
You go TV
I
chef?
think. Again, like, just thinking with my stomach here, of course, because we're answering a question about chefs, is all the food they make looks absolutely delicious.
It certainly does. Right, go on then. Teeing off on number 4. That's a good shot. That's a good
Not
shot.
too bad.
So, as a chef on telly, what would or away from the telly, your signature dish, sir?
A signature dish would be... See, I'd like to try and cook something fancy, but I can't already cook.
You're not going to wheel out a meat cake?
No, I did cook one of those once,
Yes, you did.
which was fabulous. I'd cook a nice... almost like a chicken chorizo kind of stew thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Posh.
Yeah, like a nice little Spanish stew.
Posh.
Yeah, it'd be really nice. Nice little dish like that. Do like chorizo, it's very, very tasty.
It is very nice. Right, I'll tee off then. Here we go. Oh, that went well.
Oh, dear.
Practice swing. Practice swing. Well, that was even worse than when I actually missed it.
I have no idea where I've hit my ball.
You'll find it. Now, I'd go TV chef as well, actually.
Yeah?
Because I was thinking, I assume with each programme they put on, they get royalties for it being shown. So the royalties you get, you wouldn't have to sort of continuously work that hard, like making new cookbooks.
You mean you could make one flan? And
Exactly. Well, no, I like make a cookbook of recipes, and then if it's on telly, on the, the numerous food channels there are, then you'd be sorted.
Well, what was your signature dish be then? What would you mentioned a cookbook? What would you be your standout? What would be the picture on the front if it wasn't a picture of you?
Oh God, it wouldn't be a picture of me. We're
Like,
trying to sell books here, mate, not put people off.
Oh, great.
Shot. What a shot.
He's sliced fat like a flan.
I think I would probably go for like a bolognese, like a classic one.
Oh, you do make a good bolognese.
I do make a good bolognese. That's a better shot, mate. Look at that.
Oh.
Worldy.
Oh.
Worldy.
Put me on the cover of EA Sports PGA Tour 2018.
Nice. They're not making any more games, but
Are
still,
they not?
they're not now.
Oh, good. Great. I'm glad that...
But yeah, so I'd go for like a slow cooked bolognese, so it gets really tender, I think.
Nice. See, I've always wanted to cook puff pastry, but do it properly.
From scratch, not out
From
of
scratch, and I failed miserably every single time.
Did you? Was it like that in terms of failure?
Yeah, that was a good...
That was good?
It was like that shot.
That was good.
Didn't rise at all.
Pretty flat.
Pretty flat.
Flat and disappointing. Right, here we go. I've lost count of what... I think this is 4.
I think so as well. Life's too short to make puff pastry.
It is.
That's what a man with a lunchbox of sausage rolls once said to me. I think I might have to play my shot first.
I think you will, yeah, because you're slightly in the way.
I've snookered you.
Shall I deflag?
Deflag.
I've deflagged. So I think this is number 5 for me now.
Mm-hmm. Also, I don't think I'd want a chain of restaurants.
You wouldn't want a chain?
No.
No, I wouldn't. That's a lot of work.
Little one out in the stick somewhere.
Yeah,
like
like
a
your own
country
little
pub.
country independent thing.
Yeah.
Would you want your own utensils, like your own line of utensils?
Yeah.
Like, I know this is going to sound weird, but go with me. I'd quite like my own set of knives.
Yeah.
Not for any other reason than it's quite cool to have your own knife and a proper sharp one.
Yeah.
Purely for cutting food, obviously.
My friend and your friend, who's a chef, Sarah, we were in town once when she first started chefing.
Yeah.
And
chefing, is that the right phrase?
It is now.
Okay.
And there was a lad there who, I forget his name, but we just met up in town after being at college in sixth form.
College.
And he was like, "Oh, how's it going?" She said, "Yeah, I got my knives there." And he just whipped them all out in the middle of town. And I was like, "Whoa,
wow,
put those away."
I think it's just I'd like it for the engraving again, like the sport. I just like things engraved.
Personalised stuff.
Personalised stuff. I like to know that it's my stuff.
So I'd go for I think if I was going to put my name to anything,
yeah,
it would be like a
independent chain sort of.
Like I don't know, I was thinking more kitchen utensil.
Oh, I see.
I'd go for like a range of ovens, but like smart ovens with like.
Yeah, but is an oven a kitchen utensil?
Well, we could chew the cud on this all day long.
I think we will, because I think you'll find surely an oven is a kitchen appliance as opposed to a utensil.
Right. Okay. I see what you're going for now.
Well, yeah, but how many times have you been making a cake and thought, I better stir this, I'll just get the oven? That doesn't happen, does it? That's when you think, right, this needs a stir. Out comes the spatula, or
Okay, all right.
Spoon or something, not
in that
an
case,
oven.
I'd probably go something really low key. Something I use quite a lot is a garlic press.
Garlic press.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do like that. Stops your hands getting all stinky by chopping it up.
The Higgins garlic press.
Higgins garlic press.
That sounds good. Engraved or?
If I could have it engraved, that'd be quite nice. I think.
Here we go. Higgins on the 5th then. His first shot off the tee. Oh, I say. Nice.
I've gotten better at this golf like, and
You
I
have?
found a tee.
Oh, delightful.
We can share until I find another one.
Okay.
Unless you lose this one, in which case, if we do find another one, you're not sharing again.
Knowing what I'm like, this tee is probably going to go now.
Oh, I found another one.
Oh, Higgins.
It's like tea Christmas. Oh, not bad. Not bad.
I've saved the tee.
Yeah, that's your tea now
Happy
then.
about that. I've not lost it. So now I suppose we've looked at both sides of the picture.
Yeah.
We have to decide what wins, I suppose.
Well,
because we pick
professional sport.
Obviously,
So
that's
that's
the
got
winner.
to win.
That's a win then.
Yeah. Sports wins.
Sports wins by quite some way.
By quite some way. I think it's probably time to announce our competition winners as well.
I think it is, yes.
So we're feeling super generous because it's the middle of summer, so we're rolling out 2 prizes this month. First one goes to Shiv for pictures of ducks.
Yeah.
Thanks for posting
and
those.
A horse, I think.
And a horse as well, yeah. Thanks for posting those to our Facebook wall.
And the other winner would be my hairdresser, Bobby.
Very
who
nice.
sent in some great pictures of ducks.
Yes.
I think there was a queen duck in there. There were a few, weren't there? Tuxedo duck in there.
Tuxedo duck, was a queen duck. There's all rubber ducks, we should say.
Yeah, all rubber ducks.
Not like a queen duck as part of a hive.
No, it was because ducks famously live in a hive. No, these were fabricated ducks, weren't they?
But great ducks as well.
Entrances.
Yeah, we don't have a high stipulation on rules of what sort of ducks can enter.
as long as there's a duck or horse or both, that is how you get yourself.
Could be a rocking horse, could be a clothes horse.
Could be a clothes horse. Nice. Could be toilet duck.
Could be.
The options.
Look, there's plenty of content out there in the world.
Exactly.
We're not the boss.
No, we're not in charge. You send them in to us, and we'll decide. So they've won. What do they win though, Jack? What are they getting their hands on?
They've won themselves.
As I take my second shot.
A signed rubber duck.
Nice. And who's it signed by, Jack?
Oh, it's signed by you.
It is signed by me, and it's signed by
me.
It is signed by you. Nice.
Very good.
So they will be looking forward to, I'm sure, receiving those ducks.
Yes. We'd also as well like to give a special thanks to everybody behind and involved with the Brit Pod Scene movement, which we've just recently got on board with. If you search hashtag Brit Pod Scene on Twitter, you'll find a whole array of you nearly stacked it.
I nearly stacked it. Recovered.
You'll find a whole array of really great podcasts. Ones like Rough Giraffe, Smorgasbord, Off the Grid.
Yeah, there's many.
Loads, absolutely loads.
And they've been very welcoming to us.
Yeah, so it's great to be part of the Britpod Scene family.
It is. We're very happy to be here or there. So just before we leave you, and you leave us up here, halfway up a hill, anchored into the hill so I don't fall over. How can people get in touch, Jack?
People can get in touch by visiting.
Oh, visiting.
www.ducksizehorsespodcast.com and all the information of how to get in touch, where to find us on Twitter, where to find us on Facebook, where to listen to us, how to subscribe, all of that.
Everything is
rubbish is on our rubbish.
All that admin on our rubbish is taken care of
in one handy little place.
In one place. So that is episode 4. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed our out and about golfing, podcast, recording combination. We've completed 5 holes in about an hour.
I'm already out of breath and very tired.
Sweating like heck, but we hope you've enjoyed it. Do get in touch, as Jack says, on our website. Tweet us, Facebook us. We love hearing from you. It's always a good laugh to see your questions. Keep sending them in. Your question could be used for next month's episode. Thank you. I think that's it.
Until then.
Cheers. We'll see you later.
Cheerio.
This podcast is part of Britpod Scene, an independent network of uniquely British podcasts that's always growing. Check out BritPodScene.com or BritPodScene on Twitter to find out more.